Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Peller.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefathers' Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefathers' Eve this year, but we'll find a way, all the same.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefathers' Eve? Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefathers' Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
So, Familienangelegenheiten noch immer. Dann lass uns mal loslegen. Ich habe heute gelesen, dass das Spiel 35 verschiedene Ausgänge hat. Das ist krass, oder? Das wusste ich gar nicht. Die Geräusche immer, ey. War es bei euch übrigens auch so kalt? Ah, es ist ja richtig krass. Wer ist das? Wieso kann ich mich eigentlich nicht verstecken? Was? Okay, zieht schon mal Schwert. Stier. Deserteur. Au! Also jetzt langt's auch. Hilfe! Also wieso kann ich... Au! Wieso kann ich mich eigentlich nicht verstecken?
Pathetic.
Beschädigte Gegenstände. Oh. Okay. Ich finde, es haut noch ganz gut zu, das Ding. Igitt. Naja. Ich wusste gar nicht, dass ich auch Menschen umbringen muss. Die Stahlwaffe ist also in schlechtem Zustand. Dann nehme ich einfach eine andere. Nee, falsch. Was ich alles hab, ne? Nein. Auch nicht. Nein. Na. Und lass sie wieder hübsch machen. Irgendwo. Wieso brenne ich? Ich will auch eine Kerze so an- und ausmachen können.
Lightning strike.
Guck mal da hinten, da brennt's. Und zwar volle Lotte.
You! Hey, Paul! Run! Leg it! Fire! Let them go through till I turn about again. Aye, set the stable afire. Don't calm him down. I'm not down, yes.
Oh weia.
Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Wie denn?
Oswin, my brother. He's still in the stables. Save him!
Looks like rain. Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Keine Ahnung, was ich machen soll. Ihr? Also ja, ich soll den Typ retten, aber wie denn?
Coming to get you.
Was ist passiert? Ah, wir sind gestorben. Verstehe. Ich dachte, ich mache das einfach in Ruhe. Tja, blöd. Gucken, wo wir rauskommen. Oh weia, wo kommen wir jetzt raus? Das geht ja. Wenn ich gerade in die falsche Richtung? Ja.
Oh, run, leg it.
Nee. Ah! Tut mir leid. Das war ein bisschen Spaß. So, sag mal, wenn ich hier so einen Ruhen, ich habe doch auch so Zauber und so, kann ich mir nicht einen Schutzzauber draufdrücken? Nee, nicht Ruhen, Zauber halt.
Oswin, anyone sick?
Believe us.
What?
Fire. You
In that simple.
My brother's in...
see what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Tja, das könnte ja ein bisschen länger dauern jetzt bei mir. Gegenstände wurden aufgewertet.
My brother, he's still in the stables. Save him! You, where do I know you from, eh?
Eieiei.
Ah, right, the Witcher! Come, drink with me! Pale as a ghost you are.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ups. Ah! Entschuldigung, ich war noch mit Kappe beschäftigt.
Didn't they?
Lying frick!
Damn it.
Au. Ah. Verstehe. Na toll. Jetzt habe ich gerade rausgekriegt, wie ich ausweichen kann. Aber solange es Kaffee gibt. Wir hatten heute tatsächlich 6,5 Grad nachts in Berlin. Abgefahren, oder? Ich meine, tagsüber sind noch so an die 30. Und nachts geht es auf, also deutlich unter 10 Grad. Das ist so krass. Ich wollte eigentlich noch mal draußen schlafen. Einfach auf der Wiese bei meinem Pferd. Vergiftungsstufe. Ich bin im Moment noch nicht so vergiftet, ne? Nö, hab ich noch nie gemerkt. Jetzt
They
langt's
ran
aber
wrong,
auch.
didn't they? Lying prick! Pathetic.
Wieso habe ich ihn jetzt so schnell gekriegt?
We need to talk.
Aber was ist jetzt mit dem Typ und den Pferden? Können wir die bitte trotzdem retten? Können wir nicht? Nee. Shit. Ach, das war so ein Entscheidungsding, ne? Ich hab's nicht gewusst. Also entweder oder.
Sit
mein ich.
down.
Mist.
You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join...
Why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
Tja,
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Ja, nee, nach der Story reiß ich zusammen.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
Das habe ich jetzt erst verstanden.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Let us stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Ja, wie denn sonst?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Also ja, der Typ tut mir leid und der ist wirklich wahnsinnig gut gemacht, ne? Also ich finde wirklich, der ist unheimlich gut gemacht. Aber wer seine Frau schlägt, nee, das ist, nee, geht gar nicht.
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Na dann.
Good. The grave's dug up.
Look!
Ih, nee, muss es sein. Ist ja eklig. Aber ist doch irgendwie niedlich. So, und kann ich es jetzt irgendwie...
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes guarantee, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite
auch
through
noch
your
ein
jugular
Feigling.
and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods.
Ganz schön groß. Und hässlich. Ja.
Back to the fortress.
What's this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends and change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Auf geht's. Ich find's super. Echt. Ich finde den Typ mega gut gemacht, also den Baron. Super Charakter. Toll geschrieben. Toll gemacht. Wie er das Ding trägt.
Spectres. Ashling's scent attracted them.
Was passiert?
Do something. Quiet now.
Nein! Na. Jetzt.
But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Tja, sehen wir ja dann, ne? Oh nein!
We're coming. Need to hurry.
On with it. Es ist doch eher ein Spiel für abends, wenn ich schon wach bin. Gemein. Automatisch oder manueller Zielmodus? Wie mache ich das denn? Das muss ich mich auch mal, muss ich mir auch mal beibringen. Habt ihr eigentlich die Bücher gelesen dazu? Vielleicht hole ich mir mal die Bücher. Die Hexerbücher, meine ich.
Das lädt ja wieder so lange. Oh nein, hoffentlich muss ich nicht ganz von vorne anfangen. Das ist kein gutes Zeichen, wenn es so lange lädt.
Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Jammer, jammer.
Joseph.
Damn.
Good. The grip. Botchling. Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes guaranteed, it'll bite us in the arse before we keep middle.
Back to the fortress.
So, erstmal eben gucken.
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends and change it into a leprechaun.
Oh, fuck.
So, mal gucken, ob ich diesmal überlebe. Wie ist es denn um uns bestellt? Schnell nochmal ein Steak gegessen. Ich versuch's ja. Das mit dem Ducken habe ich noch nicht so raus. Bin ich ganz ehrlich. Nicht geklappt. Jetzt.
Quiet now.
Das da oben, ist das mein Leben, das schon so angekratzt ist?
True, by tomorrow it'll be a leprechaun.
Nee, andersrum, ne? Wenn es sich rot füllt, dann habe ich ein Problem. Ah, verstehe. Ich esse mal noch was. So. Okay. Next. So, hier sind wir eben gestorben.
What now?
They're coming. Need to hurry.
On with it. We'll not wait till they devour us.
Wow. Oh nee, ey, Leute. Geht weg. Geht weg. Au, nein, 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 nein. dann. Es ist aufregend. Okay, mein Leben aktualisiert sich wieder da oben. Also okay, also wenn es rot wird, bin ich in Gefahr. Verstehe. Nicht andersrum.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
Tja, weiß ich nicht.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Oh,
Good.
so
Now bury the
traurig.
body.
Oh. Kleiner Hätschling.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Ja. Hinsetzen und warten. Das kann ich nicht so gut. Also ich so. Aber er kann das ja anscheinend ganz gut.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea.
Niedlich. Kleiner Glühwurm. Ich liebe Glühwürmchen.
Fuck. What did I do to deserve your company?
Ah! Frechheit.
Time to water the horses.
Kann jetzt nicht. Ah! Ah! Es ist doch jetzt nicht euer Ernst. Ne. Ich raste aus. Das bisschen Gehaue und ich bin hinüber? Ich muss besser auf mich aufpassen. Da habe ich überhaupt nicht mit gerechnet. Die kratzen doch nur so ein bisschen. Ich muss unbedingt schnell stärker werden. Das ist ja super nervig. Ich bin es gar nicht mehr gewohnt, auf mich aufzupassen. Bitte lass mich jetzt nicht wieder von vorne anfangen müssen. Nein. Kann ich eigentlich auch einfach wegrennen? Also ich habe ja versucht, die einfach zu ignorieren, aber dann kommen die mit, ne? Oder kann ich das auch outrunnen, sozusagen? Fragen über Fragen. Oh Gott, solange das lädt, buddel ich das Kind jetzt gerade nochmal ein, oder? Ich habe auch nirgendwo ein Speicherzeichen gesehen zwischendurch. Die Spannung steigt. Wegen so einem froschartigen Ding, ey. Frechheit. Ja. Nützt mir jetzt auch nichts. Na gut. Da sind wir wieder. Habe ich mir schon gedacht. Okay, ihr Lieben. Dann werde ich jetzt hier speichern. Ich bin jetzt gerade viel zu sauer, um weiter zu spielen. Und dann hole ich euch hier wieder ab. Ich freue mich auf euch. Bis zum nächsten Let's Play.